wonderful people, it's Wild here. Today I'm going to show you how to build a fantasy house for 1.17, making use of copper, deep slate, and lots of other 1.17 things. Let's get going. The materials you'll need are on the screen now. Here I've marked down an outline for the build. You can see the dimensions. You can create an outline like this one to make building easier. Let's get going. First, let's add some wooden posts, 7 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in the corners. On this front section here, build columns 6 high, one more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come directly back from this one, and another 7 high one, and another one here. And then at the back of where we're having a tower, build 14 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and one here as well. It should look like this so far. Now create a base of the wall using some deep slate. I'm going to first place them in so they all have the same texture, connecting the spruce pillars, and then I'm going to go in and randomize the direction that the blocks are facing. If you're in creative, you can do this by breaking and placing fast, or using placement blocks if you're in survival. I'm going 3 high all around the base of where the tower's going. Then around this section of the house, build 2 high. And like before, randomize the texture. The texture difference is quite subtle, but it is very important to creating an effective looking build. For the walls, we're going to be creating a look of worn stucco, so I'm creating a kind of random pattern using some calcite, some diorite, granite and bricks, so you can see the worn away effects with the bricks and then with the calcite for the stucco. You really can be quite random when doing this, although I like to try and keep the worn sections within little groups where you think there might be a bit of wear and tear on the wall. Might put a brick here. I've also left some spaces for windows. If you're doing this in creative, you might find it easier to build the entire wall out of calcite and then go in afterwards and breaking in the blocks and replacing them with the worn out blocks. But in survival, it is much easier to do it as you go. When doing sections of the wall which are only visible from the interior, like this section here, stick to mainly calcite, as these areas would not be exposed to the weather to be worn. Let's have a look at where the windows are. There's 2 on this front wall here. I've left a gap for a door. 1 2-high window on this side wall. 1 on this back wall. Looking at the tower, there's a 3-high window, 2 up from the bottom on one side. And then round on the other side, there's a 3-high window, 1 down from the top. Let's get working on another part of the tower. Let's add some bands of wood around the tower, using polished deep slate as an accent block. Then have a little section with our broken stucco. And then another band of wood, this time with the polished deep slate accents on the other sides. We have 1 section to go on top of this. Alright, build 5 high with some stripped spruce logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And continue doing the walls as we did before. I'm leaving a 3-high gap for a window. Coming round to the back side, complete the other wall. Before we can add the roof, we need to add something for it to sit on. For this, use some polished deep slate slabs and place stripped spruce logs on top. Then create the front and back gable. Again with the worn stucco look. The front and back gables should be sitting 1 in from the edge of the build. Create a roof out of oxidized cut copper. Make sure you place stairs on the underneath side for a clean look. Have a look at the roof line. It goes stair, stair, block, stair, block, block, stair, block, block. Do this on the other side to finish the roof. Now let's create some finials on the ends of the roof. These finials really add to the magical fairy tale look of this build. They're created using a combination of blocks, stairs, and slabs. To finish the roof, add a little beam to hang a lantern off of later. Going to do this on the back as well. It sticks out 4, and then a diagonal to connect to the wall. Let's do the roof on the smaller section. Let's add a finial to this section of the roof. It's going to be a little smaller, but a same swooping style as the ones on the turret roof. This one uses a lot of stairs. Let's add a beam at the end of this big roof. And upside down stairs, ready to put the roof on top. The first layer is stairs, then a layer of blocks, and while I'm over here, I'm going to add my other beam and upside down stairs. So we've got stairs, block, stairs, 2 blocks, stairs again, and then 2 more blocks. And on to the other side. A final touch of finials for this roof. These are very similar to the ones on the top of the tower. Look at the build so far. If If you would like, you can go in afterwards and replace some of your oxidized copper with some wax weathered oxidized copper for a bit of a different texture in the roof. You of course don't have to do this, but it does add something to the build. Or if you'd like, you can build the entire roof out of regular cut copper and then let it oxidize naturally. The choice is yours. It's time to start decorating the windows. I've put tinted glass in all the windows and I'm going to be decorating the ones on the tower first. Use cobbled deep slate to create a window frame just like this one. And do this on all of the other windows on the tower. For the rest of the windows, create window frames using spruce and lightning rods. Make sure when you place the lightning rods that the two kind of larger ends are together like this. For the door frame, simply use some spruce fences, stairs, and a slab. It's time to add some of the finer details that really add to a build. Using trapdoors to create a rail like this, barrels, fences and stairs to add some dimension to the corners. And doing this all the way around this larger section of the build. Now I'm going to go in with some dark oak fence gates to add a detail just under the roof. I'm going to do this at the top underneath the tower as well. Now let's create some hanging lights from these beams. On the tower I'm hanging them 3 from the top, using deep slate tile walls, shroom lights, and oak trapdoors. And on the ones on the main part of the house, I'm only hanging them 2 down. While we're at it, let's grab out a spruce door and put it at the front. Now all that's left is some final details. A lantern above the door, some greenery. For this I'm using the beautiful new azaleas, having them cascading down the roof. Mix in flowering azaleas and the plain azalea leaves. And once I've added some greenery, we'll put it in a landscape. Wow, doesn't that look magical in a landscape setting? The axolotls seem very at home here. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. Bye!